What's going on? This is Right Now with J-Rock and KJ, sitting here with the CEO of Blue Hammer, Mr. Neil Kaiser. Fellas, how y'all doing today?
Beautiful, man. Feeling excellent. How about you, JC?
I'm good. KJ, how about yourself?
Yeah, I'm doing good, man. It's a wonderful day today, and looking forward to the weekend.
Yeah, absolutely. Neil, I appreciate you, man, coming out, man, and hopping up on the show with us, man. Doing big things right now, man. You know, we once worked together, and you've kind of stepped out, and started doing your own thing, man. And I'm really proud of everything that you've accomplished, man. Tell everybody just a little snippet exactly, what it is that you do.
Yeah, absolutely. I appreciate it, man. Yeah, it was a good time we had working together, no doubt. We've been through some things together. It was a blast. What we do now is we do roofing and solar. But, what I like to tell everybody is, we're in the people business at the end of the day. Roofing is simply a vehicle for us to get to exactly where we want to go. So taking care of our people, whether it's our staff, our employees, our subcontractors, and or our customers. That's the kind of business that we're in, and that's what gives me excitement each and every single day.
Yeah, absolutely, man. That's great, man. And speaking of doing that, we were talking earlier, and you said that you were actually going to be heading down to Louisiana.
Mm-hmm.
Out there, exactly, where that hurricane hit, man. My thoughts and everybody, thoughts and prayers to everybody. To all the families that were, affected by it. So tell everybody, a little bit about, exactly what you guys are going to be doing out there.
Yeah, absolutely. Again, thoughts and prayers to all the people out there. Those people from Louisiana, man, are incredible, and they're some of the strongest people I've ever met. And I only know this because we were out there last year in Lake Charles, and we dealt with Hurricane Laura, and that hurricane obliterated that beautiful city. Yeah. So for us to go back to Louisiana, where we have roots, we have an office now at this point, we're licensed, we want to go help. It's an opportunity for us to go out, serve our community, take care of the people out there. We're in the roofing business, and it's crazy to believe that, man, you got roofs that are fully torn off people's homes. If there's rain that comes in, it's a wrap for that home.
Yeah.
So it's our duty at this point to get out there, tarp these homes, help these homeowners out, and do what we do best.
Yeah, absolutely.
Absolutely.
Man. Again, I appreciate you, man, doing that, man. That's huge for the community out there, man. And not just out there, man, everywhere that you guys serve, which is, kind of all over Texas, I believe, for the most part.
Yes, sir.
But, enough of the Blue Hammer talk for now, right?
Yeah.
So let's dive into a little bit, man. What made you want to jump out and just kind of, start your own business, man?
Man, it was a couple of things. So, I was an executive vice president at a pretty big fitness industry, and everything was great. Look, I worked there for 10 years.
Yeah.
I spent my whole life there wanting to get to the position that I got to, and I got there, and it wasn't what I wanted.
Yeah.
And, sometimes you got to get somewhere for you to realize maybe that ain't what you really want.
Yeah.
And it had to be that way. And the good thing is that it inspired change for me. And it led me to really start being creative in my thinking. And look, I want to do a lot of things in this world, man. Like I want to rewrite the blueprint on what it means to have a successful sales-driven organization without a cutthroat culture.
Okay.
That's what I'm interested in.
Yeah.
Well beyond the dollars.
Yeah.
The money is just a byproduct of everything that we do day in, day out. I'm not chasing the money. I'm chasing to change the world. That's my big goal. So I couldn't do that at my previous endeavor. And I'm as grateful as can be for everything that they gave me, the opportunity, the knowledge, everything. But, sometimes you get in a relationship when you're young, right?
Yeah.
And you love each other, but maybe you just outgrow each other. And you got to go separate ways. And that's what that was for me.
Yeah.
So,
the thing that I hear most, though, is, you don't want to,
stagnate.
Stand still.
Yeah.
You want to be able to grow.
mm-hmm.
And not just as a person, but as a whole, as a unit, to make sure that you can drive people to be something that they never thought they could actually be. Right. You said you were at this company for so long, and then you stepped out and did this. What's that been like, man? How did you get everybody to trust in you and believe in you, man? Because that's one thing, when we first met, man.
Who's coming with me?
Some Jerry Maguire shit, right?
Man, yeah, absolutely, man. Because when we first met, it was at a training, and I've been in sales for a long time, and just hearing you talk, and it motivated me. And I was like, man, this dude, he actually has it. What a lot of people search for.
I appreciate that, JC. Man, what's crazy is there was no Jerry Maguire shit. Matter of fact, I actually did the quite opposite, man. Because that company was so good to me for so long, I feel like I'd almost feel like a snake if I went back and I just actively recruited those people. Don't get me wrong, we have people from that team, but I put it on everything. I've never spent moments strategizing on, hey, how am I going to go get that person from there and there? I actually turned all the guys away for about a good 6 months because I didn't want anybody making an emotional decision, right? Because I had some deep ties with these dudes and girls, and I left and they're like, man, I got to go too. And I was like, nah, just do what you got to do. And when the time's right, it'll happen, right?
Yeah.
They hit me up and I was like, nah, not yet. And then 6 months later, COVID was right around the corner. And truthfully, that's actually where we started booming.
Yeah.
I know a lot of people and a lot of families were impacted by COVID.
Yes.
And it was a tragedy for sure. For us, from a business perspective, we're so blessed. That's when we grew the most. That's when we made the most. That's when we excelled the most. Because most companies and businesses took a step back.
Yeah.
We took 2 steps forward. Like, all right, how are we going to get through this? Matter of fact, how are we going to bulldoze through this? So we upped our recruiting efforts. We had people hitting us up. Right then and there is when we went on what we refer to as a CAT storm. CAT is short for catastrophe. Yeah, and that's when we went to Del Rio, Texas. We gathered up a gang of dudes like, hey, there's not much going on in Dallas. They got 3 inches of hail. We need to go.
Yeah.
And we went out there. And we literally changed the dynamics of our business because we had so much success in that storm. And now that's something we do almost every 3-4 months.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So let's go back. Let's go back to the beginning. So you started the company as just a one-man operation, or did you say you didn't actively recruit people from the previous location? So how did it all start? And what's the different what's the meaning behind Blue Hammer?
I swear you got like a radio DJ voice, bro. I'm listening. I'm like, yo, I swear I heard this dude on the radio before.
That's because y'all both from Cali.
Yeah,
that's that Cali love. Yeah,
that's that Cali love.
That's it. Man, I got a couple business partners in this thing, and we sat down, right? And at the end of the day, it's like hopping into a relationship, right?
Okay.
Man, if you don't at the beginning set your values and your principles, and if those things aren't in alignment, I put money on how that thing's going to end up.
It's not.
It ain't. Exactly. So, I had a couple business partners throughout this thing. We sat down. We looked at our long-term goals. Where do we want to go and how do we want to get there? We'll be flexible on how we get there, but we got to get to the destination.
Yeah.
And that's how it all came together. And then, it's just the buzz, right? The buzz, the networks. People start seeing what we're doing. Things start changing. People are attracted to that.
Yeah.
And people started hitting us up. And then eventually it was like, man, I can't keep telling the people that I've known for many, many years that I care about, that want to do well and want to take themselves to the next level. What kind of person am I if I keep telling them no?
Right.
Why wouldn't I give them that opportunity? I just didn't want to actively go in and start, let me get that dude. Let me get that dude. Like I'm not built that way, man. I can't do that.
And that's part of the reason why you're so successful right now, because you did it the right way.
The right way.
I hope so, man.
No,
I hope so.
For sure, man. You've always been a good person, man, and you truly care, about people, about seeing them grow in success. You've always, talked about that and preached about that, man. I mean, when you were the VP, you would have everybody read certain books as a team.
Them jokers hated me too, man.
Well, I don't know. I mean, sometimes, reading the books, you can get a lot of information from reading the book and things like that. So tell me a little bit more about some of the books that you kind of recommended for people to read.
Man, I got a gang of books. We actually we actually are running that same exact play. I asked everyone to pick up Winning by Tim Grover.
Okay.
He also
that's a
wrote
good book.
Yeah, he also wrote Relentless. So if you don't know Tim Grover, that dude right there, man, he was Michael Jordan and Kobe's strength conditioning coach, D-Wade.
Yeah.
And he's got a bunch of athletes underneath him. And that's the guy you go see when you're trying to take your game to the next level.
Yeah.
So for a dude like me, that's how I operate.
Yeah.
Like, you want to take your game to the next level, come see me. I'm going to show you what you got to do.
Yeah.
Like, my guys know, if you're going to work closely with me, I'm going to make you work. But I promise you this, you're going to make a lot of money, and I'm going to impact you in a positive way. Yeah. But I'm going to put you through it, though.
Yeah.
That's the agreement that we got. That's a great book, man. For those leaders, those business owners, Man, I got Extreme Ownership by Jocko Willink.
Okay.
We read that
That's
together.
what we read,
That's
yeah.
good.
Hey, man, that is a phenomenal book.
Absolutely.
That teaches that if you adopt that one single thing and you start owning everything in your life and you stop pointing fingers at everyone else, I swear to God, your whole life will change.
Yeah.
Your trajectory of your whole life will change. That book's phenomenal. If you're a leader starting a business, Leaders Eat Last by Simon Sinek. That is an incredible book.
Leaders eat last.
Leaders Eat Last, man.
Last.
Simon Sinek, that dude is
Big.
the real deal. I
That's
swear to
big
you.
right there. That title alone.
Yeah. And that title came from, he starts the book off talking about the Marine Corps. And when you're a sergeant and you're a leader in the Marine Corps, in the Army, in the military, everyone goes and orders their food and gets their food first, and you eat last.
That's facts.
And that's how it starts. And he goes into a gang of things, man. Incredible book. And then the final book I'm going to recommend is a book that I just finished, and you guys got to get on this, man.
Okay.
You guys, if there's one out of the three that where you guys are at right now, it's called Your Next 5 Moves by Patrick Bet David.
Oh, PPD.
Okay, PPD.
Listen, you probably follow Valuetainment.
Yeah.
Yeah. You guys know that. Yeah. So you got. But listen, that book right there, man, it'll get you thinking. It'll get you thinking a whole different kind of way. I promise you. Just get that one.
Okay.
Get that
That's
one.
gonna be before the end of the night. I'm gonna have it purchased
Bet.
and have
Yeah.
it.
In my Amazon cart.
Yeah,
You know what?
yeah.
That's a great birthday gift.
Not from me though.
Not for me either.
Hey, yeah, no, don't nerd me out. If my homie don't nerd me out.
So when you started this, man, how did you know? Who was there? Anybody that you reached out to for like mentorship, or inspiration or anything like that?
Yeah, man. Look, I take motivation and inspiration from many, many people. Look, one of my best friends, his name is Melvin Williams, man. He was a command sergeant major in the Army. He was in the Army for 25 years. He became a command sergeant major at 40 years old. He's a minority black dude, man. Me and that dude, bro, he's like a father figure to me. He's a mentor to me. He's a friend to me. And I hit that dude up for everything.
Okay.
A lot of my principles and who I am as a man, I was thinking about it the other day, they come from him. Yeah, straight up. And he's never ran his own business, but he got all the right values.
Yeah.
And I take those same values and I apply it to our business. But at the end of the day, fellas, here's the thing, man. What motivates me is who I'm going to be and what I have to be at the end of the day. Because, man, look, I looked up to Kobe Bryant for many, many years, being from LA.
Yes.
You know what it is.
Mentality.
That mentality is next level.
Next level.
It's in its own class, right? But you can't always look to others for motivation or guidance, right? Because that's going to die off.
Yeah.
There's something greater that's got to motivate you and that's got to push you. So at the end of the day, it's who I'm going to be and who I have to be is what's really pushing me.
Yeah. Okay. Definitely can understand that. So, let's see. We talked about books you like. We talked about let me ask you this, man. So you got a lot of energy, and I'm assuming that you pass that on to your team.
Yeah.
But how do you get motivation? What motivates you to motivate them?
Man, look. First things first.
Yeah.
That's a good question. Self-education is the best education.
Okay.
It's as simple as that, man. But what motivates me, I'm telling you, like, my people give me energy.
Okay.
Like, that's probably one of my biggest driving forces. But I told you, man, like, what I want to accomplish personally, so I want to rewrite the blueprint.
Yeah.
That gives me energy each and every single day. My family.
Yeah.
And for me, a big thing that's a big part of my life is setting goals. Like, you talk to any of my people, man, they're probably like, yo, that dude won't stop. That dude won't leave me alone about what my goals are. Because here's the thing. At the end of the day, I learned a long time ago, I can't impose my goals on others.
Yeah.
I can't. I got to figure out, hey, what motivates you? What motivates you?
Yeah.
And then let's figure out how we're going to help get you there. And I promise you this, what's his name? Zig Ziglar said it.
Ziggy.
Well, you know,
say it, yeah.
you know what it is, man. You help enough people get to their goals, enough people will help you get to your
yours.
goals. And that's it. And that's a philosophy that I live by.
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely, man. So you said you want to rewrite the blueprint. What does that look like?
What does that
Oh,
look like?
man, it's $1 million advice, boys. I'm going to need you to pay up real quick. Now, let me tell you, man.
Not a lot of it, just a
Man,
little bit.
I'm here to share all of it. I don't
free sample version.
Yeah, man. I ain't trying to hide nothing. I want to share every bit of it, man. I swear to God. Number one, when it comes to an organization that's if you're trying to build a team and you're trying to create something big and you want to do something that's going to impact the world, your most important asset is your people.
Okay.
Right? So, okay, cool. We got that down. Your people.
People.
But the way you hire your people is everything. And I'm going to tell you, man, look, there's two things that I hire based off of. And there's two things only. I hire based off heart and I hire based off attitude. That's it. And I'm going to tell you why, right? You think about Tyson Fury and Wilder fight, right?
Yeah.
You guys remember that first fight?
Oh, yeah.
It was like the 12th round.
Yes.
That dude got rocked, Fury,
Yeah.
right?
Yes.
Head hit the canvas.
All that.
And it was like a 10 count or a 9 count.
It was 11.
It was 11 count.
11.
And that dude got back up. He rose up like the Undertaker. And you know, as a wrestling fan,
Yeah.
he rose up like the Undertaker. And look, here's the thing. You can't teach that.
No.
You can teach fundamentals. I could teach you how to jab, straight right, duck, you know, bob and weave, the whole thing. But you can't teach heart.
Can't teach heart.
And when I sense heart, okay,
Yeah.
well, we're in alignment. And then your attitude, man, because the one other thing you can't really teach is someone to have a good attitude. And there's nothing that disrupts your business like somebody with a poor attitude, man.
Oh,
You spend so much time trying to change them and all these other things, but at the end of the day, you ain't going to change nobody, man.
Yeah, no.
Just hire right. And you're still going to hire wrong. That's the crazy thing about it. Those are the two things that I look for. And two of the questions I ask myself every time I'm interviewing somebody is, one, what I buy from this person, you know, because I'm in sales.
Yeah.
So do they make me feel comfortable enough? And the other question I ask myself is, somewhere down in the future, 6 months, 6 years, would I invite them over to have dinner with my family?
Oh.
And that's a testament to their character and their ethics. And if I can say yes to both those things, yeah, you got a spot on my
got a
team.
spot.
I like that.
I could teach you everything else, man. That's what I do.
Yeah.
That's what my people do. That's easy.
Yeah, absolutely.
So
That's it right there. You gonna come eat with me or not?
Yeah. I like that second one.
that's it.
It's 6 months down the line, am I going to have dinner with you and my family?
That's it.
And if I don't get that vibe from you and during that, 2, 3, 1 hour interaction, then I don't want it.
Then I know.
I mean, because
That's it.
anybody can sell. I mean, everybody can sell. Everybody sells, but can you sell honestly, with integrity, and things like that?
Man, look, you know the best people in interviews are the dudes that are at a lot of interviews, because it's a skill that you
practice.
acquire.
Yeah.
And for me, man, I don't know. Maybe it's because maybe being from the streets, maybe being the line of work that I've been in for so long, I can spot that shit a mile away.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
That
it's just,
bullshit.
yeah, it's like,
You can cuss on
yeah,
don't worry about
I mean,
it.
you know what it
cuss on here, don't
is.
worry.
Yeah, okay, yeah, that
You can smell the
bullshit. Yeah,
bullshit.
you
Hell
can
yeah.
a mile away,
Mile
man.
away.
So
You
if
can't
I
bullshit a
sense,
bullshitter.
that's it. If I sense that, I can't do it, because if I sense it, the customers are going to sense it.
Yeah.
And then if you ever become a team leader, the guys underneath you will sense it.
They'll know it too.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's it.
Yep.
That's it.
Yep. Can't
Absolutely.
bullshit a bullshit.
Cannot bullshit a bullshitter. Not at all.
No, sir. No, sir.
What do you think the most important attribute of being a leader is?
You know, I think it's probably three things that come to mind.
Okay.
Number one, arguably the most important one, because if you don't got this right, you ain't got nothing right, is discipline.
Yes.
Man, look, bro.
Discipline.
Discipline is foundation for everything you ever want to create, everything you ever want to build.
Gotcha.
And if you don't got no discipline, man, like, you're always going to be building on shitty foundation. And look, you can only fake the funk for so long.
Yeah.
90 days, and you're going to slip up if that ain't really you. I swear to you, you're not going to fake it more than 90 days. And 9 times out of 10, it's about 45, 60 days.
Yeah.
And you go back to, it's like when you're in a new relationship, right? I've seen, people like memes about it where like those first 60, 90 days, that honeymoon stage, and she takes her mask off and you see who she really is. You know what I'm saying? Like, discipline, man. Like, that discipline to me is to forego that immediate pleasure for the long-term gain.
Man.
That's
Oh.
ultimate.
Say
Say
one
one
more
more
time.
Man,
time.
discipline is to forego that immediate pleasure for the long-term gain, man. It's to pass up on that piece of cake when
Come
it
on,
looks
man.
good, man. You know, I love
Come on,
cheesecake,
man.
bro.
Yeah.
I love sweets. That's my,
Yeah.
it's to pass up on that because of the physique that I want or the health
Yeah.
goal that
Yeah.
I have. I seen you, man, over the years, bro. I seen you drastically change,
Yeah.
like a tremendous change. And you don't get these kind of results without discipline.
Yeah.
You don't start up something like you guys are doing without discipline, man.
Yeah.
You can't. It'll fall apart.
Yeah.
I promise you, every time. That's number one. Without discipline, you got nothing.
Man.
Number two on that list for me is anticipation.
Okay.
Man, and this is why I'm recommending.
anticipated to hear it.
Yeah. Look, bro,
What you about to say?
listen, man. Anticipation is the ability to see around corners.
Okay.
It's to anticipate shit's gonna go wrong, because it will.
Okay.
I swear to God, it will. Some shit's gonna go wrong. I'm not trying to say it like that,
Nah,
but
shit.
but every
it happens.
business, every relationship, and you got to anticipate and you got to see around corners. You got to be 5 moves ahead, like PBD says, right? Your next 5 moves.
your next 5 moves.
And man, if you're not anticipating shit hitting the fan, your top performer that's about to leave, if you're not anticipating some crazy's about to happen, you're gonna get dealt with by the market, and that's it. Like it's that simple.
And you're gonna sink.
Man, look, for me, yeah, absolutely.
Because you weren't ready for it.
You weren't ready. You weren't prepared.
Bro, that it's that simple. We had a executive meeting the other day, and I was in Morocco and Turkey, and I was blessed to be able to travel with my family. Man, that's everything for me. So it was our first ever family vacation, and man, I had a lot of time to myself. So I had a lot of time in here, and I put together the rest of our 2021 plan, all of our 2022 plan, and half of our 2023 plan, and I'm working on 2024.
Right.
And I'm anticipating with all of my plan, about 3-4 things will go wrong, and I got backups to those.
But you're already prepared.
Yes. And if you're ahead of it, man, it's like in sales, right? They say the best time to overcome an objection
Before the objection comes.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's it. My dude in sales, huh?
So I used to call it the 8 Mile effect.
Okay.
Because you remember on 8 Mile,
Yeah.
Eminem got ready to battle. And before
Papa Doc.
Papa
Doc.
Before he could even get into it, Emma had already said everything.
Yes.
So there was nothing like what you
What you
got
gotta say
for
for me, bruh?
So that's what I call it the 8 Mile effect.
8 Mile effect.
That is a game changer, but it requires discipline to be able to sit there in a silent room and just watch all your thoughts coming in and out, man, and just anticipating what can go wrong and just preparing for it and having a solution ready.
Yeah.
Like if your top performer, if you're running a business and your top performer leaves today, I guarantee you over 95% of businesses do not have a plan on what they're going to do.
Right. Because you should have more than one top performer. You should have top performers.
Yeah. Hey, look, I'm a straight up, right? Last year, we lost our top 2 performers back to back.
Yeah.
That following month, we had the biggest month we've ever had.
Come on, somebody.
Man, I swear to God, you can't make that shit up. And anticipation, and I think the third one is a really big one, especially if you're dealing with customers and you're dealing with employees.
Okay.
Effective and quick communication.
Communication.
Man, look. How many? Look, man. That's
the big
what,
part.
bro.
It's
Look,
effective. It's not just communicating; it's effective.
yeah, effective, and then being like in a timely manner too.
Yes.
You know what I mean. And we all busy, so we're not perfect. But it's almost like with your lady, right? Like if you're not communicating effectively on both ends, you will fight, and you will fight over something silly. Yeah. But it may be if you communicated a little bit more effectively, maybe you could have overcame that fight.
Yeah.
Unless you're crazy, then man, you got to deal with it. No, I'm only kidding, but not at all, not one bit. Man, but those 3 things to me are probably the most important attributes a leader's got to have.
And say them again, those 3 things.
Man, you got discipline at the top of the list because with the shitty foundation, you ain't got shit.
You ain't got shit.
Number 2, anticipation, the ability to see around corners and anticipate something will pop off and something will go wrong, but it's all good because you already saw it coming. Yeah. And then number 3 is effective and quick communication, man. Saying it how it is, being clear, being direct, and being specific.
That's it.
Those 3 things.
Yeah, that's it. Once again, man, I appreciate everything you coming out, man. This is Right Now with J-Rock and KJ. We are sitting with Mr. Neil Kaiser, man, again, CEO, Blue Hammer Roofing, man, coming out here, spitting out some gems. Some knowledge.
I'm just trying to share, brother.
And we're just now starting.
Yeah.
We're just now heating up, man.
Let's go.
I'm excited for you to be here, man. Again, I appreciate it, man. Let's have a quick drink on that, on those gems, man.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
Absolutely, man.
Hey.
Cheers. Salud.
Cheers. Salud. Hey.
Let me ask you guys. What got you guys doing this, man? I'm loving the logo. You guys vibe right.
Yeah.
DJ voice. We got some things going on. JC got them shades on, man. I wish I would have brought mine, man.
Man, I thought you was gonna have them.
Man,
on,
I got them in the car. I'll go grab them. I swear to God.
I know you do.
I thought they come like together in the light skin
call
kit.
them and they probably fly in here.
I thought sunglasses don't come with the Lambo.
You got the glasses come and they probably just fly on in here.
Man, you guys crazy.
It was already preloaded in the little box right here, and it just jump right onto his face.
Oh man!
So what got us started, man?
I always wanted to start a podcast. Honestly, I always wanted to have a podcast, but I never had like a person to do a podcast with. And J-Rock presented me an opportunity to finally get the podcast dream off. And I've been knowing J-Rock for a long long time. Maybe not as long. Maybe a little bit longer. Maybe not. I don't know. Jerome knows. J-Rock knows everybody in Texas.
Yeah, he does.
But yeah, when I first touched down in Texas, J-Rock was one of the first people that I met. He's always been a cool dude. Been always, you know, we may not see things on the eye to eye, but it makes better sense for me to have a podcast in that scenario. Sort of like you know, you have your opinion, I have my opinion. We get to discuss the things that we like.
It's the best.
Yeah. So, I mean, I always wanted to start a podcast. J-Rock presented me a good opportunity. He said, let's do it. I said, when do you want to do it? He said, right now. And that's why.
Ah, let's go.
Right now.
Nah, I love it.
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah. So, yeah, man, that's it, man. And, you know, we're trying to figure out how to do it.
Yeah.
And then my nephew, you know, he just hits me up and says, hey, I've got this comedy club, comedians coming out. And I was like, man, could I interview them? Just sit down and start interviewing them, which I've never done an interview with somebody before. And it was
That's
shaky,
the best.
Yeah.
shaky and rocky. And but, you know, we got it done. And, you know, every time that we, you know, do a new show,
something new.
it's something new. We've learned something. We've grown every time. And that's the thing about it. It's always about going forward in life, man. You know, not just
Amen, brother.
at work, but just in life general.
Yeah.
Amen.
You know, but that's where we are today,
Where
man.
we are today.
You know, again, sitting here with Mr. Neil Kaiser.
Yeah.
How do people follow you on Instagram?
How they find you?
Man, the Kaiser1.
The.Kaiser1.
THE.KAISER1.
All right.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, absolutely. That's bet, man. So,
Yeah.
what makes you, as a leader or a CEO, like what makes you like most proud?
Yeah.
Man, that's a good question. What makes me most proud? You know, this is probably going to sound kind of cheesy, but what makes me most proud as a business owner, as a CEO, is, man, seeing my people come up. Man, look, this again, it may sound a little cheesy, but seeing my guys come up, man, like I seen something like when we were in Lake Charles last year, one of the dudes came home with the Louis Vuitton bag, right?
Nice.
Like, man, what you got with the Louis Vuitton bag? He's like, oh, it's for my mama right there, man.
Come on.
I was like, okay, cool, man. Like, and he was just on his come up. And one of the first things was, all right, I got to take care of my mom.
Yeah.
And that's how I am.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And some people are like, oh, it's materialistic. It ain't about, it could be whatever. It's the thought, right?
Yeah.
Seeing stuff like that, man, seeing my people, like this, their mindset start changing. On our last storm, I was in Austin for about 100 days with our guys, right? I'm going to tell you something that one of my guys said, right? He's one of our newest guys.
Okay.
And he was off to a really good start. He's doing really well. And it was his weekend to go home because we'd alternate weekends.
Yeah.
So I was like, hey, T, you're up, man. It's time for you to head back. He was like, nah, man, I'm just going to stay. I'm like, nah, man, go back home. He's like, nah, man, I'm probably just gonna end up going out with my friends and drinking and stuff, and I'm better here. And it was like
Self-awareness.
yeah, man. And I was like, that's it.
Yeah.
That's it. And we were talking about it before we started, right? You get one person to start changing the way they think, man, you're on to something.
Yeah.
And to me, when I start seeing that with my people, man, it's like, that's what I'm here to do. That's my purpose.
Yeah,
I'm not here to help just make money.
No,
Yeah.
it's bigger than that.
It's much bigger than that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because money gets old.
Yeah.
Like, you know, the car that I got, that's just going to get old in a few months.
Okay.
It may be like
Let
a
me
year,
know
but like, you know, but you know,
what they say,
Too old.
what they say, one man's trash, another man's treasure.
I would treasure that.
I will treasure her and treat her
yeah.
nicely.
You know, but
You can still
straight
drive
up.
it if you need
Yeah.
to.
Just let me know.
I appreciate you, fella. Yeah,
Just keep it in mind.
Yeah, you guys good people for taking that on, man. I appreciate you take that payment on too. I appreciate it.
No.
Yeah, you guys good people for offering to take on that payment, man. I swear to God, man.
You know, you got it. I heard you already got it. So
Yeah, man. But seriously, though, like seeing that kind of shift in a fundamental shift, what we refer to as like a paradigm shift, right?
Yeah.
A fundamental shift in perspective. That's what I'm here for.
Yeah.
That's what I was put on this earth to do.
Yeah.
And anyone that is given any sort of God-given attributes like all three of us have and a lot of other people in this world have, and if you're not impacting the world in some kind of way and helping others, then, man, you're selling yourself short and you're doing a disservice to each and every single person around because we got to look out for one another. Because if we don't do that, who is?
Who is?
We all
Nobody
got-
else will.
Nah, nobody else will,
Nobody
man.
else
So
will.
yeah, I like that.
that's probably one of the proudest moments right there.
That's huge.
That's
you know,
huge.
I've known, like I said, known you for a while, man. You know, I see you on social media, and I see y'all doing big things, especially at this, this one
Huge.
restaurant. I'm not gonna say the name, but it's one of my favorite restaurants.
One of my favorite restaurants
in
too.
downtown. You know, I'm not sponsored by them, so I'm definitely not gonna say the name. just
Yeah,
yet.
neither am I.
But if Nick or Sam decided to give me a call, that'd be fine.
Absolutely, you and I both.
So what's that about exactly, man? Because I see a lot of things going on. I see a lot of money being passed around.
Man, look, a couple of things. Let me tell you the story behind Nick and Sam's, right? So one of my mentors, his name is Larry Lopez, right? He took me to that spot probably 8-9 years ago, right?
Yeah.
And I've been dining there for many, many years, and it's always been one of my dreams to rent out that private room in the back, right? Like, hey, one day I'm gonna rent out that room and I'm gonna have a gang full of people and we're gonna pack that thing out. So when we started Blue Hammer, I was sitting there with the executive team and we were having dinner at Nick and Sam's. And as we were having dinner there, I was like, hey, we're gonna rent out that room, man.
Yeah.
And we're gonna pack that thing out. And they're looking at me like I'm crazy. They're like, man, we ain't even started yet. Like, what you need to slow your roll, right?
No, that's that 5 steps.
Yeah. And I was like, okay, I was like, we will be in there. So for me, it was a big personal goal, because a lot of my guys, maybe they haven't dined like that before. Maybe they haven't had that experience. I want to give them that experience. I want to show them what that good life is about and how we can all get there together. So that was the first part of it. The second part, that same dude, Larry Lopez, who introduced me to that restaurant, I had him come in and be as a guest speaker that night. Which was our Red, White, and Blue Hammer Gala. So just to bring it back around full circle, man. Yeah. So, but it's, look, when I got the car that I got, I took 8-9 of my top guys to that Lambo dealership, and I wanted them to experience it. I want them to feel it, man.
It's there.
Look, I wanted them to smell it. Yeah, I want to touch it, feel it, smell it. I wanted all 5 senses going off, man. Just taking it in, because someone did that for me.
Yeah.
Someone took me to that dealership a couple years back, and I was like, it becomes so clear up here, and like people are asking me, man, congrats, you just got that Lambo and all these other things. Like, I've had that thing for 17 years.
Yeah.
I've had that shit since I was 13 years old, man. I swear to God, I just picked up the keys recently, and I just have it in my hand. But I've been seeing that thing since 13 years, feeling what it's gonna feel like, just like how it's gonna sound, what the feeling that it's gonna give me, the proudness in my family. You know what I mean? Like, I've had that thing, man. I just now got the keys. That's it. So that's what that's about. But and the cash, yeah, man. Look, here's the thing, right? We like giving money out. Yeah. We work hard, man. Look, my guys, bro, they work hard.
I see y'all away from the family. I mean, you're out of town,
often.
Not for a day,
man.
Not for 3 days,
months,
man. Look,
hey, you in town, man? I'll be back in town about 3 weeks.
Yeah,
man.
Look, fellas, we've been open for a little over 18 months now, and I was talking over with the exec team. I've been gone 10 of those 18 months.
I believe it.
Oh, that's over half the time we've been open. I've been chasing storms. I've been in Del Rio, Texas. I've been in Lake Charles. I've been in Austin. I've been out. I've been away from my family, man, and those things don't help your relationships. But for me now, I'm at a point where it's all about being impactful with my time, right? Like I told you guys, for the first time ever, I was able to travel with my family. We went to Morocco and we went to Turkey, and I wanted to spend as much time with my family. And I took a good 10 days. I never took that many days off in my life. And for me to be able to do that and be impactful with my time, I can go do the other stuff I need to go do and handle my business. So, yeah, and those events, man, it's the camaraderie. It's bringing everyone together. It's celebrating together, and it's celebrating the victories. It's celebrating the hard work. Because we all love that, man. We all love that. And you see everybody.
That's the reason why you grind so hard. So
I don't know if you see
the fruits and labor,
the fruits of the what you say, you reap what you sow.
Yeah.
There.
If you see my dudes, man, they're all in suits. They're all looking good, man. It's special. I don't know about that, man.
They're all looking like you.
He said, I don't know about that.
Nah, not like that. Nah, but it's the whole event.
Yeah, that's what it's about.
You know what it is.
That's what it's about. Yeah, that's all it's about, man. So, real quick, let's do one more thing, man. We did it, a couple weeks ago. Let's go live real quick on Facebook, Kenny.
Okay.
KJ, here you go.
No, it's on you this time.
Go ahead, man.
Oh, here you go.
Yeah, I'm maintaining everything else, man.
Here we go.
I got to move the mouse every 2 minutes.
That's it, man. That ain't easy, man. People think that's easy.
I think it's easy.
Let me load mine up as well.
Oh, okay. And again, that's at Kaiser1.
D.Kaiser1.
Okay, go. You good? All right, hold up and get over here.
Good.
Absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely. All right. So now that we're back again, this is Right Now with J-Rock and KJ. We're sitting with the CEO of Blue Hammer Roofing, Mr. Neil Kaiser, out here at Snooki's Events and More. Thursday, Legendary Thursdays. It's ladies' night, by the way.
What you looking at me for, man?
Hey, I'm just, I was looking that way. No, I wasn't looking at nobody.
I'm just gonna keep that, but yeah, Kenny.
He ain't talking to me.
So how do you continue to grow and develop as a leader?
Man, look, that self-education is the best education, no doubt. But I'm going to tell you, man, I got an incredible executive team.
Okay.
Our executive team, man, when we sit down and we meet, we're going into some deep conversations. We're talking about 2023, 2024. We're talking about, here's the cool thing about our team, right? We all are masters in different disciplines.
Yeah.
So I'm learning from each and every single one of these dudes, man. Because here's the thing, a negative group of friends is a safe house. It's essentially disguised as a safe house, but it's a prison.
Yeah.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like a negative group of friends is disguised as a safe house, but it's truly a prison.
Man.
I think I heard something like that. I think Neighborhood Nip said something like, if you're not growing in your circle, you're not in a circle, you're in a cell or something.
You're in a cage. Yeah, that's what Nip said. Yeah, that's what Nip said, man. That's just my own version of it. But the crazy thing is you find somebody else that's maybe a little bit more negative like you, and now it's a safe house, right? Now it's a place that you can go and like you can confide in someone. That ain't no safe house, man.
No,
That's a prison.
Yeah.
That's a prison of your mind, and you can't do that.
Yeah.
So with our executive team, there's none of that. And truthfully, man, look, I asked my team a ton of questions. Like, they probably get annoyed with how many questions I ask. But as I ask questions, they say some stuff. I'm like, damn, that's some good shit. And mid-conversation, I'll start typing on my phone. I'm like, yo, I like what you said. I'm just taking some quick notes because it inspired a thought in me.
Yeah.
But that's one of the biggest things you can do is to grow, man. You can literally change the trajectory of your whole life just by changing the people that you hang out with. That's it.
Yeah.
That's it.
Huge right there, man. Someone once told me, man, show me your friends and I'm going to show you your future. Show me your friends and I'm going to show you your future.
Yeah, 100%.
Man.
100%.
That's what it's about. Keep hanging around. If you want to be a millionaire, you don't hang around with people who barely make it. Living check by check.
Yeah. Man, I'm telling you, look, it was at one point when I was a young man, I was on the come up. Making 10 grand a month was the wildest thing in the world. I was like, damn, 10 grand a month. And then I started meeting people that were making 10 grand a week.
Yeah.
And then now I'm meeting people that are making 100 grand a day.
Yeah.
And it's like, why can't we do that?
Yeah.
There's nothing stopping any of us. The only thing that's stopping us is up here. And that's it.
The mentality.
Yeah, and that's it.
That's it.
And if this thing ain't a fortress, nothing can penetrate this.
Yeah. That mentality.
And that's it. And as long as you got that correct, the discipline's right, you can do whatever the hell you want to do.
That's it. Whatever it is. Just put your mind to it and go out there and do it and go conquer it.
Mm-hmm. Yes, sir.
You might need a little help on the way. You might need a little bit of advice. Don't be too proud to ask for it, though.
Bro, look, anyone that I've ever met that's successful, ever, in the history of history, has always had a mentor, a friend, someone that's helped get them to where they're at. I've had many of them. Yeah. Many of them. If anybody says otherwise, they're an absolute liar. Yeah. They're a damn liar.
Yeah.
There's no way. We all need that help, man. You got to put the pride aside.
Got to put it all the way to the side.
Mm-hmm. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
What's been the I know we kind of talked about the proud moment. What's been the most satisfying moment?
Yeah.
Like, man. Like, what's been the most satisfying moment?
I'm going to tell you, man, it just happened recently. We're onboarding probably seven new people a month or so, right? We can manage that growth. One of my new hires hit me with, man, everyone's hit me up asking me if I need help.
Okay.
And that to me, man, that's culture.
Yeah.
That's culture. Yeah. I'm not asking these people, hey, call that person, go help them out. That's just something that's, like I said, when we hire the heart. Right, we hire the attitude, and you can't teach that. We bring someone on board, and one of my guys sees, hey, she needs help.
Yeah,
let me go step in. Let me help her out. Or hey, look, he's struggling right there. Yeah. Let me, and for no money.
Yeah,
just out the kindness of their heart. And I swear to you, man, like when you build something special like that, your people, like right now, I'm so blessed to say this. Right, we got over 75 people on our team. We haven't put up one now hiring sign, not one Indeed sign, not nothing. Our people are helping us build our business.
People want to work where people want to work. Like if your employees want to work there,
they'll tell their friends.
Yeah. Same way you get your business, word of mouth, man. And that's the culture that you want. That's the culture that you build. Is you want people who are connected to people like that.
Yes.
You want those type of employees that you were talking about, because typically, They say birds of a feather flock together.
Mm-hmm.
So if that employee that you have, that you see their drive and their vision, more than likely their friend's going to have that same drive and vision. Hopefully. Yeah.
That's how it goes.
Yeah.
Look,
Yeah.
I'm here to rewrite this goddamn
Rewrite the
blueprint,
blueprint.
man. I'm telling you. Now, I'm so blessed to say this. I don't say this out of arrogance. You take care of your people, man, and your people always take care of you.
Yeah.
Period.
Yeah.
These are not catchphrases. These are real statements. Like, honestly, like if you take care of your people will turn around and take care of you, because they feel like it's like a loyalty deal. It's like a I feel like I have to do the best for my buddy up here because he's doing the best for me. So I have to do that. Like it becomes an obligation almost, but not like one of those obligations where it's like uncomfortable. It's like an obligation that you feel that you need to fulfill because you see the effort that's going into you. You want to put the same effort back out. Definitely.
Yeah, absolutely.
100%.
Yeah, absolutely. Man, so I asked you when you come to bring...
Did you do your homework?
Did you bring a couple of things that meant something to you?
I did.
Did you?
I
Can
did.
we talk about those?
Absolutely.
Can I see them?
Yeah, I got actually both of them here with me right now, and we already talked about one of them, and here's the other one. I don't know if you could read that, but I'm getting kind of old, man. These eyes, you may need to take the sun shades off, man. Yeah.
I know it's dark in here, but you got to take the sun shades off.
So I'm holding a bracelet, and it has some writing on it. And it says, "To my son, never forget that I love you. I hope you believe in yourself as much as I believe in you.
I like that.
Love, Mom." Man, that's, you don't really have to explain too much about that.
Nah.
Man, look, how do you wake up to something like this and not be motivated to go fight and go change the world and go give this woman everything she's ever wanted?
Yeah.
Tell me.
You can't.
You can't. There's no way.
No way.
This thing stays on me, man. This is from my mother, who's a huge inspiration for me, and she's been very impactful in my life. I've set a lot of my goals just around her happiness. And here's the thing, man. I believe at times when you can't motivate yourself, you got to tie your goal to someone else's emotional response.
Man, say that one more time.
Right?
that one more time.
If you're having a tough time getting going yourself, sometimes you got to tie your goal to someone else's emotional response.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you what this meant to me. Right? My mom, she's always wanted, for the longest, she just wanted a nice Benz. Right? For the longest, that's all she's ever wanted.
That's it.
And when in my mind, I planned this whole thing out, man. I've been seeing it up here forever, right? I was gonna buy her the Benz. I was gonna put one of them big red stupid bows on top.
Yeah.
I was gonna drive to the house. I was gonna call her and tell her something crazy happened outside. I need her to come outside. And as soon as she comes out, I know my mom, she's crying. She's in tears, right?
Yeah.
She's in tears. And that did something for me, man. That hit my heart. That gave me goosebumps. Telling you that story gives me goosebumps.
Yeah.
And when you set a goal that gives you goosebumps and gets your heart beating, that's a goal.
Man.
Yeah.
You won't give up on that. And especially when it's not even yourself, it's someone you care about, someone you love. And you know what happened? I bought that I bought that Mercedes. I got that big red stupid bow. I called her outside, tell her something was going out, and she came out bawling. She came out bawling, and that was one of the most proudest moments of my life. It's something that she's wanted, and I was able to give it to her.
Yeah.
And she's given me nothing but love and everything else a son could ask for. That's why this bracelet is everything for me.
That's huge right there, man.
That's huge.
I mean, that's
like that
motivation
story.
alone. As soon as you wake up, you see it.
Yeah.
There's
On
no
your
way
wrist?
you can say no.
Well, 100%. The second thing I got here, and I promise you it's not for the materials, it's the keys to the Lamborghini.
17 years I had in my brain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, I've had this Lamborghini for 17 years. I swear to God, I've had it up here for so long. And it's more about, it's not about the Lambo. This could be any car. This could be any dream. This is a dream.
Okay.
I've had this as a dream as a child. Seeing people, I love cars, right? Seeing people drive, and it's like, I want to get one of those.
Yeah.
Why can't I get one of those,
Yeah.
right? And this, to me, is a dream coming true.
Yeah.
That's what this means to me. It ain't the car, man. I swear to you, it's not the car. It's a dream coming true for me. And that's something that I'm going to hold with me forever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, until I got to sell it. But but that's going to, but real talk, that's going to stay with me forever.
Yeah.
I'll be ready.
And dreams come true, man.
Yeah.
Dreams come true, but they only come true if you want to put in the work.
Put in the work.
Look, you got to be willing to pay the price.
Yes.
And I'm not talking about the car. You got to be willing to pay the price of whatever your goals are. And someone's dreams and goals could be up here. Well, you best believe that price tag is heavy.
Yes.
Fees. You got to be willing to pay the fees. F, focus. E, effort. E, execution. S, sacrifice. You got to be willing to pay the fees.
Pay the fees.
That's
Not
it.
the money.
Nah, you got to be willing to pay the fees, man. If you're willing to pay the fees, you can have whatever the hell you want.
Man,
Yes.
pay the fee.
I believe
Pay
it.
the
Yeah,
fees.
pay the fees,
Gotta
man.
pay 'em.
And I'm collecting.
Man.
Hey, I like that one.
What's one thing you would give to somebody who's just starting or who's on the fence of, just, all right, I'm gonna do it.
I'm gonna do it.
Man, look, the one thing that I would say is two things I'd say,
Okay.
right? Number one, enjoy the ride.
Okay.
Be patient. Look, man, this has been years in the making. This has been, for me personally, something I've been working on for years.
Yeah.
Although our roofing and solar business isn't, very old, I've been in the works of doing this kind of business for many, many years.
Yeah.
I've been investing, sacrificing, paying the fees. And sometimes you want it immediately.
Mm-hmm.
We all want that immediate gratification, right? But in this game, the game of business is infinite.
Oh man.
And what I mean by that, man, like basketball is a finite game, right? By finite, there's rules. There's 48 minutes. Whoever's got the most amount of points in 48 minutes is the winner.
Win.
Right.
In business, there is no winner. It's infinite. Like, okay, so look, you're comparing company A, company B, right? At the end of the day, company A's got 1,000 employees. Company B's got 500 employees, right? But company A is only profiting $500,000 a year. Company B with less employees is profiting $1 million a year. What are the rules? There's no rules. Is it based off, but maybe company A did more in sales, but maybe their profit wasn't as high. Who won?
Right.
I don't know. There's no rules.
Yeah.
Right.
So just understanding that, look, man, you're not in competition with nobody. You're competing with yourself. You're competing with how you did last month, how you did last year, and are you growing as an individual and is your team growing?
Yes.
And if it is, in my book, you're winning.
Yeah, you're
Yes.
winning all the way.
Yes, you are doing the right things. I'm like, look, man, there wouldn't be no Kobe if there wasn't MJ,
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Facts.
right?
There's no.
And you ask Kobe, he's like, man, you gonna be the next MJ? Nah, I'm gonna be the next Kobe.
Kobe,
Yeah,
yes.
I'm Kobe. And that's our mentality going into this, man.
Yeah.
The second piece of advice I'd give somebody, and this applies for me, my business, and what we do. Find a purpose greater than the money. If you're always chasing the money, man,
It's a long run.
It's a long run.
yeah, it'll never truly fulfill you the way that you think it will. But I think everyone's got to make it to realize that, right? And I'm far from being there. I'm not making that kind of money either. So don't get it twisted. I'm not saying it like that. But what the thing that we talk about, the phrase that we got is called push the game forward, right?
Okay.
So Kobe's last tweet, and I'm not even on Twitter, but I know this because I'm a Kobe fan, was to LeBron James, and LeBron had passed him up for all-time points. And he said, congrats, King James, way to move the game forward. And look, and you think about it, right? Kobe's a real intelligent dude. He's very articulate, right?
Yes.
He was writing books. Why would why that word choice?
Yeah.
And to me, what push the game forward means is do something that's going to impact the generations to come, the people that aren't even born yet. And if you're in business and you got a team, then it's to impact the people that aren't even on your team yet. Do things that's just going to change up the whole game.
Oh, that's bad.
And you look at a dude like LeBron, and look, I'm going to tell you, I'm not a LeBron fan on the court. I'm a huge fan off the court, though. What that dude does for his community, that school, he's an absolute legend. He's
Put his best friend
incredible.
on.
Yeah.
Rich Paul, he put his best friend on.
Yeah, and he put Rich Paul, his agent, right?
Yeah. I could have picked anybody. I picked my best friend.
Yeah, that's pushing the game forward. That's beyond the money. That's beyond basketball. What he's doing for them kids is pushing the game forward.
Yeah.
So when we started Blue Hammer, I'm here to push the game forward, man. And I think that if you start up a business and you go into that, yeah, no doubt, money's a motivator. Don't get me wrong. I ain't doing this shit for free either, right?
Yeah.
However, that's not my number one driver.
Okay.
Find something that's going to impact people's lives in a positive way, your customers, your people. And I promise you, now the money's going to start chasing you.
Yes.
The money won't leave you alone.
Right.
You know what I mean? Rather than you chasing that money. So,
Come to money with the hey big head. That's what I like to hear.
yeah.
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 So push the game forward. changing the blueprint.
That's it, man. That's going to be my goal. You'll see a book coming out soon, man.
Hey,
You'll see it. But let me accomplish the things I got to accomplish so that book will carry some more weight.
The book's already written.
It's already written.
Yeah.
The book's already
It's
written.
been up here.
Yeah.
It's been up here. When that book's come out.
Haven't published it yet.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's it. Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
Yeah.
Yeah, I appreciate it, man.
Yeah, man. Hey, I appreciate you, man, again,
Definitely.
coming out and hopping up on the show, man.
A lot of gems, man. A lot of good
thank you, sir.
information,
You know,
a lot of knowledge.
I'd love for you to come back out again.
Yes.
You know, let's
My
sit
pleasure.
down, man.
My pleasure.
You know, I really do appreciate, you know, everything that you've, you know, given today. How you just want to see that next person grow.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
How you're planting these seeds for everybody, but not only are you planting them, you're watering them as well.
Cultivating
You're
them.
grooming them. You know,
Yes.
you've created that whole green room
Yes.
for everybody. You know that you got that green.
appreciate
thumb
that.
to you know, help people produce.
Yeah.
You know, and again, it's not just about money; it's about producing, becoming a
Mindset.
better man, becoming a better father, becoming a better leader, a mother, brother, sister. Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
That's just, you know, that's just what your culture is all about.
Yes, sir.
And you know, it's a blessing and an honor to get to know you to know you personally.
Likewise,
and
bro.
to see, you know, everything that you've done, and you know, instilled not only in me but a lot of other people who are, you know, still around that family of where we were at. And again, I appreciate you and everything that you do for the community, with your business,
Yeah.
and just appreciate you as a man.
Man, likewise. Thank you guys so much, man. Look, it's an absolute honor for me to be here. I swear to God, for you guys hosting me, I appreciate it. To be here next to you guys got a lot of gems yourself. I'm waiting for this thing to blow up one day, man. I want some royalties.
Oh,
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, like I was one of the first.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm one of the OGs in this thing now. So let's not forget that, right? Yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah, remember you want to take over that payment on that
Yeah.
LAMBO? Yeah. So don't forget that now, man. But seriously, I've known this dude, man, for many years now, and he's always been solid.
Solid.
That's it, man.
I can testify.
Look, man, my mentor, and I'm gonna leave it at this because I know our time's cutting short. My mentor, Melvin Williams, he always told me, man, he said, man, I can cuss on here.
Yes.
He said, man, don't fuck with no motherfucker with no backbone. He said, don't ever do that. And that's how I hire. That's how I associate people with. And that's pretty much saying, man, if you meet a dude, female, that ain't got no principles, that ain't you.
Yeah.
Like, stay away.
Yeah.
That's it. And
Yeah.
I've always stayed in touch with this dude, despite him going in a different direction, me going in a
Yeah.
different direction, because that's a dude with a backbone.
Yeah.
And I mess with dudes that got a backbone, man.
absolutely,
So,
100, man.
yeah, I appreciate that.
Yeah.
And thank you for having me, man,
Oh,
for
absolutely,
real.
man.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Again, this is right now with J Rock and KJ. We're sitting here with Mr. Neil Kaiser of Blue Hammer Roofing.
Hammer Roofing.
It was an excellent episode today, man. You know,
Yeah.
I guarantee, you know, our job, our vision is to hopefully just touch one person.
Yes.
And I
What?
guarantee you somebody was touched today, man.
Each one
I
teach one,
hope
bro.
so.
Yeah, I appreciate
I
you
hope
guys
so.
listening in. Again, right now with J Rock and KJ, Mr. Neil Kaiser. Tell everybody again how they can follow you.
Absolutely. Find me on Instagram, the.Kaiser, KAISER1. Thank you guys so much.
Hey.
Instagram Live.
Yeah. What's up, peoples? What'd you think, man?
Phenomenal.